Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Would I Lie to You? Providence Improv Guild's own totally ripped off game show from the BBC. Before we get into it, let me explain the rules. We have two panels. We have Not Straight Facts, and we also have Friendship and Fun. And they will be trying to determine if the member on the other team's statement is a truth or a lie. And for every lie that they get past, they will get a point. So very complicated rules, but that's how it is. So before we get into our first round, I'd like to introduce everybody or have them introduce themselves. So starting with Bagley, can you tell Bagley, tell us how you found yourself here on Would I Lie to You?
Hi, I'm Bagley, and I'm captain of Not Straight Facts, who are cruising for victory tonight. I found my way here after watching this show 2 weeks ago and having a ton of fun. And I thought that this would come natural to me because I lie for a living as an attorney. So.
Nice. And do you want to introduce the rest of your team?
The rest of my team, Miranda, yay, and Paul.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you for being on our show tonight. Julie, are you the captain of Friendship and Fun?
I do have that privilege.
Oh, Julie, could you can you explain to us a little bit of how about you came to be here and then introduce your team?
Well, like my esteemed enemy, Bagley, I watched the show last week. It was incredible fun. I said, I have to be part of this. And then I was lucky enough to be part of this. And so I'm here for the friendship. I'm here for the fun. And I'm here for the winning.
Nice. I love and hate you.
The feeling is totally mutual. So much respect, but also you're going down.
Yeah.
And I'd like to introduce my friendship and fun teammates, Sam and Jerrod.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. So are we ready to play?
Yeah.
All right. I have randomly generated a list of folks that will go first. And tonight, Miranda, you will be choosing, or you will be telling your statement, and the other team, Friendship and Fun, needs to determine if you are telling the truth or telling a lie.
Okay. So, I'm going first. Fun. So
I do want to, while you're getting ready, I do want to point out we have a lot of people watching tonight. So, we want to say hi to everybody, and please do use the comments, and we will bring on some questions for everybody. So I hope everybody at home plays along with us. So, Miranda, are you all set?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Great.
So this is sort of like a fun fact and stuff. One of my biggest fears is walruses.
Okay. When did this start, this phobia?
It started when I was, I want to say 3. My family and I went on a family vacation to SeaWorld. And the exhibit that I was really excited to see was the walruses. And the whole time I was like telling my family, I want to see the walruses. I want to see the walruses. And we finally get there. And I go up to like the window to like see them. And as I'm like up there, I was a very small baby. And so a bunch of like what I described as like big kids who were probably like 7, like pushed me up. And I was like smack in front of the window. And then all of a sudden these giant walruses came up, and like I was the size of like their head, and like their tusks were just like so much. And seeing that like right up there and like feeling like nowhere to hide, I like started sobbing and ran to my family and was like traumatized ever since. And that's just like continued to be a thing. And my family finds it very funny to remind me of that and bring it up. And
now we do too.
Yep. No,
we'll remind you of it a lot now too. We will.
Yeah.
When was the last time they brought it up?
The last time was when I was touring colleges. I was touring colleges in New York, and we went to the Natural History Museum, and they had a they have like those like taxidermy animal exhibits, and they had a walrus one. And I was like, oh, immersion therapy. This will be good. This will help me like get over fears. And so I started like slowly going up to that one. And then my mom thought it would be super funny to just push me. And I didn't go in the exhibit, but like I went close, and then I had a panic attack like during it, because like I was unprepared for it to be closer again. And I just like sat on the ground and was just like, this is not okay.
I don't think that that's actually standard immersion therapy and desensitization.
It's
Or is
not. I don't know. I thought that like, hey, just me looking at it and like getting closer on my terms would like help me more.
So
that might have, but you'll never know.
Yeah.
How often does this fear manifest itself? Because it seems like if you're going to have a fear of something, an Antarctic creature is a convenient.
It's like, it's not like a death fear, but like when I do see them, I get like skeeved out, and like people that like I've like told, they like, that's one of those things will be like, oh, that's funny. Let me send them like random like walrus videos or like random walrus photos just for fun. And then it's like, well, don't like that.
Miranda, if you don't mind me saying so, you've got really terrible friends. Like really bad.
And teammates, terrible teammates too.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, let's keep it above board, Jerrod. You're gonna lose some penalty points for your team.
What is it about walruses that freaks you out? Like, what's,
It's like the tusks and just like the knowledge of their size, and it's there's just a lot.
I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a sense. What do you think, Friendship and Fun? Do you believe them?
I mean, I have a phobia of whales, like for real. So I'm like, this isn't too far off. Like, I don't know.
I kind of feel like it's truthful. And the reason I do is if this was made up, this was a great little thing to throw in there. But the part about being about 3 and then all the other bigger kids pushing her forward in there, I mean, that's pretty standard on how something like that would happen.
Yeah, and if you're making out the embellishment of everybody being really crappy about it, that's like a nice little. I don't know.
But did she say too much?
I don't think so. I believe them.
Okay, I'll go with the majority.
Before you give your final answer, I want to bring up, and the crime rate is going up in Providence, it sounds like. I want to bring up some of the audience comments. Bowler thinks moms are pushy, so she thinks this seems legit. So before you make your decision, and then Tina not backing up what she's saying, she believes Miranda.
Yeah, I'm a mom, and I'm very pushy. I think we believe them.
Okay, I believe them. Yes.
I do.
All right. So that's your final answer?
That's our final answer.
All right, Miranda, was that the truth or a lie?
That is the truth.
Oh!
Yeah. Sorry about that, Miranda. That sucks.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Damn.
Nicely done. All right. Moving on to our next person. Paul, you're up.
Wow.
Yeah, you're up.
Same team. Okay.
Well, it's totally random. Totally
random.
Totally random. I used it a program on the internet, and I know it works 100% because it's on the internet.
Is it called one team versus the other team random selector?
It's called make sure that Bagley does not win.com. That's so
I had them shut down.
I want to invest in them.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready for this?
Paul, 1 second. I do want to put up our crawl for donations, although I want to stress, if you're able to donate tonight, here's how you would do that. But there is no obligation to donate. And in fact, if you can't donate, we'd love for you just to share all the posts that Pig are putting up so that we can spread the word of what's going on. We have started up an improv dojo. We have had a couple of online classes, at least workshops. And then we're doing this, and this is happening at least every other week, and maybe even more often than that. So if you can't donate, or even if you can, we'd love for you to spread the word. So there we go. Now, Paul, I'll turn it over to you.
Can I just interrupt for a second?
Sure.
I think I remember that we agreed that if we get up to $100 in donations, Jerrod is going to do the Six Flags Venga Bus dance, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No, but I think you said it. I think you said it too high. I thought it was if we got $5.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, 100 was too high a bar. I think $5
I do it, but I expose my butt when I do it. $100, I do it pants fully on.
Oh, we just made $1,000.
We're gonna need to make about $100.
Yep. I'm putting in 50 myself.
And I'm putting in the other 50.
All right, Paul, all yours.
Okay. One of my biggest fears is catfish.
It sounds like a theme.
Yeah.
I'm so mean. Like, if it's true, I'm sorry.
I love how our team's just fears.
Yeah,
I'm
fears.
afraid of a lot of
animals.
things.
Um,
I'm a youngest. I'm just scared.
Get ready for my moray eel story, you all.
Also scared of those.
what is it about? Same question. What is it about catfish that freak you out, Paul?
Well, it's really like any fish, but catfish tend to get particularly big. So I was kind of always like a little bit afraid of fish, and when I grew up on a lake, so when I was swimming in the lake when I was young, and I always like kind of dreaded going in the lake in the first place because of this like pre-existing like premonition that fish will like nibble on your feet or just like, you know, get in your personal space when you're swimming, which they do. But when I was 7, I was swimming in the lake one summer, and instead of just like a little baby fish nibbling on my foot, a real like to me, I mean, I was 7, so to me this thing was like 50 pounds. It was probably like, I don't know, the size of my hand and real life, but it got a hold of my toe and it held on all the way to me getting to the ladder. It like was actually trying to eat my foot as I was trying to swim out of the lake. So
what did it feel like? I'm curious. I just want to know. I want to know.
Just like kind of just like a soft clamp on your foot. I don't know. Yeah, soft clamp.
I don't like that. I don't.
I have 0 questions.
I want to know more about this soft clamp. So,
I don't.
So, Paul, when did it actually detach? Like, did you actually get out of the water and you still had the catfish on your toe?
No, but I had to actually physically knock it off on the ladder steps of the dock.
Did it die?
No, it swam away, and
okay.
It's probably alive today because I think catfish like will live forever and just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's another reason why I'm scared of catfish.
Have you run into it again when you've been home visiting and it's been awkward?
No, but I honestly don't really go swimming in the lake. If I do, I'm like in the inner tube the whole time.
Julie, do you think this is like a Captain Rock situation?
I'm sensing a little bit of a white whale situation. Yeah.
White catfish.
How do you feel about anything else sucking on your toes now? Is that all scary?
What about soft
It's
clamps,
not a
Paul?
fetish, if that's what you're asking.
I think we should change our name to Soft Clamp.
I absolutely think you should. Yeah.
Paul, what are your opinions on Catfish, the TV show? Do they elicit the same fears?
You know what? I didn't make the association that was the animal until just now. Like, they've always been so separate, like catfishing, the activity of tricking people. online versus the animal has been so separate. But now, yes, I am scared of that show.
I'm sorry.
about-
I'm sorry to have given you a new fear.
Paul, what about other tricky fish like mud skippers?
Mm.
I think other fish probably are kind of scary in general, but catfish, just because like that huge one soft clamped onto me. They're just enormity scares me, but all fish in general sort of freak me out.
Can
Yeah.
you
Do you eat
about-
fish?
Do I eat fish?
Wait your turn, Miranda. This is not your
I
turn.
only eat fillets. I will run away from a whole fish. You show me a whole fish. I need that thing to be cut like it was never alive, and you cannot detect this was an animal.
Because you know what a whole fish can do? Soft clamp.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We're running out of time for this question. What do we have? What are we thinking?
I don't know, team. What do you think?
I have never heard of anybody in my life getting a fish attached to their foot in a lake. I've been in a lot of lakes and rivers.
I don't know. I think I'm with you. The soft clamp was a great detail. It came so naturally, the soft clamp.
The fish hanging onto his foot as he climbed the ladder, and he had to kick it off. I mean,
I don't know.
True.
But I'm with Jerrod. I don't think it's true. I don't know, Julie. What do you think?
You know what? The soft clamp it's a delicious detail. You know, there's something a little bit weird about the fact that Miranda's scared of walruses, and then Paul's scared of cat. Like there's a weird thread that makes me go.
Or was that on purpose? I'm like having a conniption because I'm like.
Sam, you're right. Can we ask one more question, Woolly?
Sure. One more question.
So Paul, does your fear of catfish manifest now? Like, how does that play out in your life?
I still don't really go like full on swimming in lakes and ponds and that sort of thing. I will be in like an inner tube and like hanging out, but I generally like keep my whole body from being submerged. I just don't do it.
Just don't do it. What do you think, team? Yes, true. Jerrod's no.
A lie.
Sam, a lie. Okay.
Lie.
All right, we're gonna go with it's a lie.
All right, Paul. What's your answer?
Oof, it is a lie.
Ooh.
Oh, it was so good. The soft clamp.
Wow.
Thankfully, not true. I did grow up on a lake though, but it never bit me.
So
that little bit of truth.
Never had to get on the lake with the fish attached to your toe?
No, and I am kind of scared of fish biting my feet. So some of this is true. But
Jerrod, I mean, people fish for catfish by like noodling, right? Don't they like bite fingers?
Yeah, like shove them in holes that are in the bottom of rivers. They're not like, oh, that toe and those other 4 smaller ones look delicious. And then hang it on for dear life right now.
Jerrod, you are so passionate. Jerrod is so passionate.
The ladder before I let go of this toe.
Well, we've had we've had one truth and one lie, but that leaves friendship and fun with 2 points and not straight facts with 0. So let's see if they can make it up on this next round. Before we go to the next round, I just wanted to say the Woolly Shackleton fan club is open, and I wanted it only costs $125, and you get an autographed picture of me. And I really wanted to send my thanks out. I appreciate. I worked. A team works on my hair every week, so I was really, really pleased how it came out. So. But let's get back onto the show. Jerrod is up next.
Let me open
Friendship and Fun. The first one from Friendship and Fun.
All right. So when I was a kid, I had I built an amusement park in my backyard. Not like a full Six Flags, obviously. Just the small one. Charged kids $1 to get in. So my dad was in the Army. We lived over in Germany. We came back to the States. And we had a place to live, did not know any of the other kids just starting there. So I was probably 8 years old at the time. And it wasn't like anywhere near a cool looking amusement park. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the videos of the kids who have made like all these cool cardboard games and stuff. It was way shittier than that. We raised turkeys and pigs. So it was like, come on, you can come over, see the turkey. You can go scratch the pig's back with the hockey stick. Stupid things like 2x4s, little ones that were out in the yard for kids to go kind of walking across. At the time, I thought I was brilliant. I thought it was a great move. I thought I was going to make a lot of friends out of it. I did make some friends because, fortunately for me, other kids who were 8 years old were also dumb like I was at the time. That's really, I did not make much money out of that deal.
How did you like advertise this and get people into your park?
So it was just drawn stupid little crayon, like not full posters, but like amusement park, $1 with the address, and just taping them to the like telephone poles and stuff that were around the neighborhood.
Did you have a name for this park? Like, was it like Come to Jerrod Land?
I really wish that I had thought of giving a name to the park when I did it in hindsight, because I feel like that's normally a thing that I would do is like come up with a name, especially me. You can imagine when I was a kid, I was a piece of shit little kid too, much like I'm a piece of shit adult. So you would think I would have some sort of funky name. I didn't. It was like, come to my amusement park. And the only reason I even called it an amusement park is because when we lived in Germany, they have them all the time, like little traveling fairs. And that's just what they were called, especially like all of us Army brat kids in the schools in the base housing area. For some reason, that was just the lingo that we used.
So there's no name like
Jerrod, where'd you keep your bankroll?
Bankroll? There wasn't much of a bankroll to be had. It was dollar bills in my pockets. Also, a lot of quarters.
Nobody brought coins? You never had to make change? No one ever brought quarters?
It was $1 and it was kids. I mean,
what year was
dollars and quarters. That was really, really it.
When was this?
This was 1985.
Bagley is really using his lawyer skills to grill you, Jerrod. I feel intimidated.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Well,
how many flags was it, Jerrod?
There were no flags.
How long did this go on? Like, was this a one-night thing?
I tried it it was the summer when we had gotten back and everything. So I started it on like a Saturday, tried to do it into the Sunday. I tried to keep it going after that because it's not like pigs and turkeys are really going anywhere. Like the first day, a few kids showed up. On Sunday, a few kids showed up, fewer kids. After that, there was really nothing. It was never something where I had like an end date. Like today, it's closed. It was okay. No more kids are showing up.
So your parents were helping.
Were your parents supportive? Oh, I was. Oh, look at that. Never mind.
Wow.
So is the question? But my parents
Yeah.
I was not a kid that you wanted to have in the house around you. So getting me to go outside and do something was good. I think more my mom than my dad was worried coming back to the States after being over in Germany and everything. My sister and I wanted us to make friends and things like that. So doing something like that, kind of going out and doing it, was something that they supported.
Jerrod, when did you get back from Germany? At the beginning of the summer?
It was, late spring, early summer.
All right. And that was because your dad was transferring to what job?
He was getting out of the Army. It wasn't, at the time, I wasn't transferring to a job. It was more he was just getting out. He ended up working for the state not long after that. Him and my mom worked a couple, like I don't want to say low-end jobs, but lower-end jobs just to get some income. After that, my dad was able to work for the state, and my mom was able to pick up with the dentist's office.
Paul, did you have a question?
So you were
trying to get in earlier.
Oh,
Bagley should do his follow-up.
Okay, let me finish this thread of questioning, please, Your Honor, if I may.
I apologize. I kind of fell asleep there for a minute. I apologize.
So, Jerrod, damn it! I forgot what I was going to ask now.
Oh, objection! Overruled!
Ah!
What was your favorite ride, Jerrod?
Like in my little thing, there was no rides. It was come look at the turkeys, kids. Hey, come go look at the pigs. You know, the old hockey stick scratch in the back. Hey, jump from one little 2x4 to the other in the yard.
And this is an army.
I missed you. You cut out on me.
Sorry, you said this was an army housing that you were coming back to because your dad was leaving the army?
No, this wasn't an army housing. This is back when we moved to Connecticut. It was when we were in army housing. Just like you're an army brat. I guess any military brat. It is its own little world, its own little culture. So that's why I say other kids didn't call them amusement parks in Putnam, Connecticut in the 80s.
So it sounds like it was just a petting zoo with extra work.
Animals? Did you just have animals?
Yeah. There's a reason I didn't grow up to become some sort of amusement park magnate.
Did you, Jerrod? Where did these animals come from?
Oh, we raised them. My dad got them. You get them most areas. You can go to like just a co-op and get baby pigs, baby turkeys. We only kept them for. That was a later one because he got it right when he got back, late spring, early summer. You get rid of the turkeys, makes sense. 2 days before Thanksgiving, it's a slaughter if you have the stomach for that. The pigs we would send somewhere else to get butchered.
So these are like new animals because you had just gotten back from Germany, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't bring pigs and turkeys back with us from Germany.
Okay.
All right. How's that? Does everybody have enough information? Not straight facts. Can you wager a guess?
I'm leaning truth here. I'm leaning truth.
Leaning truth?
I'm also leaning truth. The one thing that's like holding me back is I feel like child Jerrod wouldn't charge kids to like go to this, but that's the only thing that's like holding me back.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun details that seem realistic, but there's just a couple things that, you know what, I'll go with the team though. If y'all think he's telling the truth, I'll go with you. What do you think?
What's your leaning, Bagley? What do you think?
I had there were a couple things I'm hesitant about, but I think overall there's a lot of details that seem realistic. So I'm leaning towards truth also.
Yeah, same. There's more that's like steering me towards truth than not.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm back from Germany. I don't job anymore. I'm gonna get animals and leave them with my child. I'm like,
Oh,
Brad has
no.
a very good point.
That sounds like something Jerrod
that's
would do.
bullying.
Yeah.
Brad's got an awful lot of comments, doesn't he?
All right, Woolly. I think we're going with truth.
Yep.
Jerrod, was that truth or a lie?
Well, that was a dirty, filthy lie. Losers.
Oh, man.
I could have gone with that.
Oh no!
I love the audience members who thought I was telling the truth too. I love
Brad
lying.
really
To people,
fielded
what
it.
can I say?
You pay Brad to do that?
I'm going with my guts
Yeah,
from now on.
there was a few people that believed Jerrod in the audience.
Rebecca knew I was lying all along for like the most insulting reasons too.
All
Was
right.
any of it true?
What's that?
Was any of that true, Jerrod?
Like I was stationed. My dad was stationed in Germany. It was around that time frame where we came back from Germany. But no, us base housing kids didn't refer to them as amusement parks.
No, I was a Navy-based kid. I knew that was BS, but man.
All right, we're halfway through this game. Time flies when you're having fun, and the score remains the same. 2-0. 2-0. So, are we ready for our next? Are we ready to get right into it?
We don't get a point for that.
You don't get a point for that. No, you gotta. They have to guess it correctly. That's the only way you can get a point on this game. I'm referring to the judges, but from what I understand, last week that's how we played it. So that's what it'll be. All right. So Julie, you're up next.
Okay. All right. Opening up my doc. Words just opening. So, banter amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so
That's a lie. Absolute lie. Word is not open.
I just use a preview in Gmail.
it's a lie. She's using word perfect.
So, topic of banter. What about people named Duke that go to Duke University? How often do you think that happens?
Oh, I think that's much more than the other one. I think that is more common.
More than Bradley's at Bradley University?
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Well, Duke is not a very common name in the first place.
It's a really pretentious
I feel
name.
But I feel like
More than a
proportionally,
Duke.
like they're
Like
less.
a dog school.
Like,
All right. Okay.
Before you go, Julie, this is an important comment just coming
Oh, Brad.
in. So I'm sorry. The audience says what the audience says. I'm just the messenger.
You know what's crazy is how much I can really see. We can all really see Brad's male pattern baldness, even online in that picture. That's crazy.
Oh, this is getting harsh.
Oh, this is all right, Julie. Save us from this harsh commentary.
Okay. One of my cabinets at home is filled with many different grades of sandpaper.
Is it your sandpaper?
It is my sandpaper.
Which cabinet?
It's the cabinet that is below my kitchen sink and to the left that is two-tiered. And the entire thing is full of sandpaper.
What are you sanding?
Well, I'm honestly not sanding anything, but I have owned this package of 24 to 1,000 grit sandpaper for 30 years.
Why?
Okay, so when I was 19, between my freshman and sophomore year, I applied to this design build program called Estermaro in Chanhassen, Minnesota, that teaches people how to build accessible housing, including tree houses, and it's really competitive. And I got in, and I paid for the kit, and I went for 2 days, and it turns out that hard work was really hard for me then, and I dropped out, but I had already paid for all the materials, and so I have moved this, I think it was at the time, what was a lot of money to me, like over $200 worth of sandpaper with me from Minnesota to Providence and through 3 apartments in Providence.
why a cabinet? Is there no other storage that would fit the sandpaper?
There's plenty of places that would fit the sandpaper, but, well, you've been to my house. It's super weird. We have 2 closets total.
Julie, if somebody else in the house needs to sand something, where do they get their sandpaper?
They can use my sandpaper. I'm very generous.
So it's not just yours.
I bought it, but anyone in my house can use it. And it's not like I haven't used any sandpaper since I was 19 years old. It's just that there was a lot of sandpaper, and I've had to sand maybe 5 things since then.
Oh, that answers my question. I was going to ask, is everything in your house very smooth? Seems like
everything is like fine.
Like you're sliding all over the place. All right.
I have so many injuries just from walking on my floor.
Julie, what shape is this sandpaper?
What's that?
What shape is this sandpaper?
They're all rectangular.
Okay, so they're not like the kind that go on like the
sander, like a pad sander? No, they're all like hand sandpaper.
Wow.
All the same grit?
What's that?
All the same grit?
No, it's like from 24 all the way up to 1,000, which is super, super, super fine. That's like finished sandpaper. Yes, Jerrod's pointing at himself.
That's how grits
Jerrod,
work.
are you made of sandpaper? Is that why
I'm
you're
super
doing
fine. Like 1,000 grit sandpaper over
And
here.
he also is rectangular.
Roy, the smartest person watching tonight.
No, Roy is the kindest person watching tonight.
Bagley, I kept interrupting you. What were you going to say?
Where did the sandpaper go after Minnesota? Did it come straight back to Rhode Island, or did you take it elsewhere?
So it stopped in Yonkers because when I was moving from Minnesota to Rhode Island, I stopped and stayed at my parents' house for about a week. and then it lived up on Wickenden Street for almost a year, and then it spent a summer on on Keene Street, and then it spent 2 years on Amy Street in Providence. Then it lived on Governor Street, and now it lives where I live now, where it's been for 20 years.
Does it have a brand?
I don't actually know that it does.
Have you thought about looking up like different like DIY projects to like use like the
Miranda,
sandpaper?
all the time. All the time. You should see my Pinterest. All the time. I've got like rub and buff projects. I've got so many projects that I'm not doing.
Is your Pinterest handle sandpaper related?
Is my what?
Your Pinterest handle, is it like sandpaper Duchess or?
It's Grit Queen. No, it's not sandpaper related. You know what? I contain multitudes. I'm not just about sandpaper.
What is there anything else in this cabinet with sandpaper?
Yeah, Ziploc bags.
Of what? Just empty Ziploc bags?
Yes.
Like loose?
No.
Are you asking if they run around in the wild? Are they free-range plastic bags?
What do you feed them?
No, like a box of sandwich bags, a box of like quart freezer bags, some aluminum foil, but like it's basically like kitchen stuff and sandpaper.
Do you ever like wrap your food or like leftovers in the sandpaper? Because it sounds like your cabinet is just like things to keep leftovers in.
It's so hard to keep them straight. Like sometimes I unwrap a sandwich and I'm like, oh shit, sandpaper. No, I can tell which is which.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions for Julie? Not straight facts.
What color is is this drawer that it's in?
It's like white laminate.
Oh.
Do you have a follow-up, Paul?
So you're saying it is in a drawer?
What?
I asked you what color the drawer was, and you said
white
laminate.
Yeah.
So it's in a drawer.
It's a cabinet.
Oh. Which one is it, Julie? I don't. Is it a cabinet or a drawer?
Oh my God, it's just got so intense.
Wow.
It's a cabinet with a wire drawer that's on rollers that you pull out.
Oh, it's both.
It's both.
Interesting. All right.
I think we need to wrap up this round. So, not straight facts. Is Julie lying or telling the truth?
Paul,
I
what do
think
you think?
Julie's lying for multiple reasons. Because I don't feel like Julie would be the kind of person just keep sandpaper through multiple moves.
Thank you.
Also, Julie doesn't seem like the type of person who would like quit something after like 2 days. Like Julie seems like very like go get them and like go through things.
That's sweet,
Miranda.
Yeah.
Also, I can't picture the cabinet. So
yeah, this whole cabinet drawer thing is really. I mean. Story straight, Julie.
I don't think we've ever had a team on Would I Lie to You come so hard as Not Straight Facts. I feel
we have a lawyer on our team.
I feel like if we expected it from Bagley, but Paul coming in really with the logic questions. Oh
my God, he leaned so far back in that couch.
Yeah, he was like,
so you're saying.
Oh.
You're saying she was lying in the shrubs, but now she's in a tree.
All right, we need an answer. Bagley, what does your team say?
It sounds like my team thinks that she's lying.
Go with your gut, Bagley. I trust you. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Okay.
No pressure.
All right. I'm going against y'all, and I'm saying truth.
Julie, were you lying or telling the truth?
I was lying about everything except the fact that the cabinet has drawers.
Oh my God.
It was a
I'm
lie.
shocked. That was great.
so good.
We should
I
go
thought you
for
were telling the
authority rules on that. Paul and I said lie, so we should get the point.
Nope, sorry.
Damn it.
Sorry.
I'm a
That was
bad
some skill.
captain.
We're so bad at this.
The score
It's
stayed.
fine. We have Sam. We can try.
God
Great
damn
skills,
it.
it's just not these.
Well, next up is Bagley.
All right.
I'm gonna open up this email on my phone.
So again, it's friendship and fun with 2 points, and not straight facts with 0 points. And friendship and facts has a chance to increase their score.
Friendship and fun.
Friendship
Not
and
friendship
fun.
and
Sorry.
We have no facts.
Yeah, don't
All right.
ruin our merch sales.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
A problem with. All right, ready? All right, go.
Ready.
Ready.
A problem.
We're ready.
Wait.
You can
We need
start
to know
now.
if people are ready. Okay.
I am.
Oh, wait, I'm not ready. Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm ready now.
A problem with my
God
car
damn.
gave me. Damn it.
The audience
Wait,
is
what?
loving this.
Comedy.
All right, everybody, let Bagley have the floor.
A problem with my car gave me 2 things: the nickname crack and regular carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh, dang.
Okay. When did the problem with your car exist?
High
Was that
school.
an issue? Okay. What was the
What's-
problem?
A giant hole in the floorboard.
What kind of car was it?
A 1979 BMW, like I something. I don't remember the I.
What's it like to be poisoned by carbon monoxide?
Unpleasant. But
Like really get into it.
I never got all the way poisoned. I just got
Okay,
poisoned
right.
enough that I looked
Enough.
high as shit, and then
Oh,
my eyes
God.
were like bloodshot when I got to school pretty much every day.
Oh,
Were there any other symptoms?
Hmm.
I smelled bad. Like
So everything you're
exhaust.
describing right now, you could get by waking up and smoking a lot of pot, which sounds very believable to me from you.
Well, I was not smoking pot at the time. I did not earn the nickname crack. It came from the carbon monoxide.
So why
So
did you have the
that's-
nickname Crack?
Yeah, explain.
Because I looked like I was like wasted. Like I'd have like bags under my eyes and they'd be bloodshot, and I'd be like a weird color of pasty white.
That's what you look like when you do crack. I don't know. Is it?
I'm not sure that anybody in Middletown High School, like graduating class size of 140, knows what someone that smokes crack looks like at that age.
Wait,
But
take me with you. So the first time you were called crack, like
I
explain.
think. Oh, okay. Wait. All right. So I can't tell you this guy's nickname because I now know that it's totally inappropriate and racist. But at the time, we called him something else. He was the first one to call me it. I think it was in a music theory class. I was a piano player, and I was not in the band, and I was the only non-band musician in this music theory class. And I think that's where they started calling me crack.
How did you feel
Like-
about being called quack? Quack.
Well, so to be fully honest, at the time I was so excited that a group of people weren't being mean to me that I was
Yeah.
very into it. I was like, oh, no one's like punching me or really being mean. So I was like, great, this is great. And they were all really nice to me. They just called me crack. And I was just one of the.
When did they like? Did you immediately know, like, oh my God, do I look this way? Or did you come to know, like, they start to explain it to you, like, we call you crack because? Does that
No,
make
nobody.
sense?
Nobody ever explained it to me. I guess it's a giant assumption on my part because I later found out what was happening because of the floorboards.
So how did you find out that it was carbon monoxide poisoning?
Because there were no floorboards in the car and the exhaust had a giant hole in it. And when the mechanic finally told me it wouldn't pass inspection anymore, he said that every time I drove it, I must have been filling the cabin with carbon monoxide. But I lived like a mile from the school.
Did you smoke in your car?
No, not when I was that age, because I didn't smoke yet.
How did you get a hole? You said exhaust, a hole in the exhaust and a hole in the floorboards. Which one was it? The floorboards or the exhaust?
No, there was a hole in the floorboards and a hole in the exhaust near the floorboards that were missing, so that it basically. Yeah,
it like traveled in.
Were there multiple holes in the floorboards, or was there just one strategically placed hole?
Like a Fred Flintstone thing?
There was one rather, it really was almost a Fred Flintstone hole. I think there were two, but there was one of the more sizable ones that was near like a glaring rusted out hole in what I assume is the exhaust pipe, because I don't really know cars.
What was it caused by? Just like on the hole in the car? Did you ever find out?
My dad was like, I met this nice fellow at a gas station, and he had a car for $500, so you could practice on this. So I don't know how the hole got there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
How long did you have this car total?
5 months, maybe.
Did they call you crack beyond the 5 months?
They didn't call me crack after my freshman year, but they did call me crack for the whole freshman year.
So
when
you
they found out,
this was a freshman year car?
Wait. No. Sophomore. I forgot what year I was 16.
So you never told them to stop calling you crack? Like, because did they find out that you were being slowly poisoned to death ever? Like,
no.
Okay. Like,
no, most of these people were juniors or seniors in high school when I was an underclassman, I guess a sophomore. So I really didn't spend much time with them again after that year.
So were you taking music theory when you were a sophomore with this group? Okay.
How old were you when you graduated high school?
17. I was 18 like a week later. I'm a June baby.
Yeah.
I thought he was telling the truth until then, guys.
Yeah. Really?
What? Okay. Say more.
I graduated high school when I was 17 too, so I didn't turn. It was my junior year that I turned 16 and was able to get my driver's license, and it really wasn't even that close. Everybody who was able to drive as a sophomore was like 19 when they graduated.
What was this like? Was this license or was this learner's permit? Because like, I don't know how, but like currently it's like you can do like 15 learner's permit. I think. I don't know. I don't drive, but like I think that's a thing.
I think this was 1997, and you could get your permit at 15.
Like, I work with like a lot of kids, and I've never, like, crack is like so, I don't know. Like,
yeah, like 97, his nickname would have been like Snoop Dogg or something. The one thing that made me believe it is he played on his insecurities, which that really reeled me in. He's very, very good at that. But
he's doing he's doing this thing where he's like acting like he's lying to get us to think and it's like freaking me out, and I have goosebumps, and it's like, it's freaking me out.
Outside poisoning.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Friendship and fun. We need an answer.
I'm feeling like we're feeling lie. What is?
Yeah, I'm feeling lie.
Yeah, we're going with lie.
Going with lie. Bagley, was that a truth or a lie?
That's a truth.
Oh!
Shit!
Damn it!
Wow.
Are you lying about that?
Who called you the crack? That's awful. That's dumb. I want to find those people. That's the worst nickname ever.
I want to talk to your parents.
Sam,
yeah, let's go.
Like, that was the nicer thing I was called by groups of people in high school.
Why? Why crack? I'm so confused. Okay, I believe it's true. It's true.
I'm calling you crack from now on, though.
I just assumed this was a lie because BMW
I'm sweating.
is electric vehicles only. So
I still don't know anything about cars.
okay.
I thought there was an
wow.
I. I think there were 3 numbers involved. I'm not sure.
Bagley, did you ever just like
That
drive
wasn't
with the windows down to like alleviate that? Or did you just like hotbox yourself every time you drove?
Hey, it depends on if it was hot or not, really. My
crackhead,
my worst days were probably when only shut.
All right, Sam, you are up. You are the last contestant right now.
Get a point.
Oh,
Let's get a
God.
point.
This would be to save you from a shutout.
I'm sweating from Bagley. Like
That was a lot.
that's gonna like interfere.
That was absolutely by far our most controversial statement. Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. All right. A girl cut my ear in class, and I lied to protect her.
When was this? Like what year? What grade?
Second grade, like 1990. I don't know. Whenever I was in second grade, 1997 or 1996. I don't know. The second grade.
What was her name?
Veronica. I can't say her last name because I'll be outing her. Like, you know, kind of like doxing in a way.
Wait, and
Veronica.
You lied to protect her?
Yeah, I did.
From like.
So when I was in second grade, I was kind of a loser, like Bagley, but he was older than me.
They called her crack in the second grade.
Yeah, no, I was called crack. No, I really wanted friends. I really liked her, and she didn't want to get in trouble. Like, she cut my ear, and so I lied for her. No, we were playing hairdresser in art class.
So she cut your ear with safety scissors?
No, like adult scissors. This is like a
What
janky school.
Yeah, what school allows second graders with like?
And for anyone watching, Child Street School in Warren, it's no longer a school.
Good. Glad they shut it down.
Hairdressing Academy now.
It's just a Supercuts.
It's just a super.
Do you have a scar?
I do on my left ear. Do you want to see it? You can't really see it. But
is that cheating? Is that cheating? If we
that
see a
is
scar,
cheating
can we get a
because it's
ruling?
like, yeah, it would. Yeah.
We didn't see it. We didn't ask Paul to see his catfish scar on his toe.
From the soft clamp.
It's just a soft clamp.
It's still there.
Scars. Everyone knows that.
Catfish is right here.
Sam, what part of your ear was it? Was it the lobe? Was it like the top
No, it wasn't the
cartilage?
lobe. It was the top cartilage.
So it was like a snip situation.
She sliced it.
And was there a lot of blood?
Yes, all over my Rugrats sweatshirt. I'll never forget that.
Had she
It was my
actually
favorite.
Cut, sorry, had she cut any of your hair before she got to your ear?
No. Because I had my hair up in a ponytail, and you know how you have like long sideburns? She tried to cut that. Oh, okay. Well, you do sometimes. And so she tried to cut that, but then sliced my ear and then begged me not to like tell on her.
What did you say happened?
I picked a scab.
Classic.
Let's
She didn't go any further than that.
No, she sent me. No, she did. She sent me down to the nurse to get it checked out.
Were you in desk
the nurse
time, or were you standing somewhere in the classroom? Oh, sorry.
We were at desks at the front of the classroom, and she was sitting to my left.
So was this just like free playtime?
No, it was art class.
It was art class. But art class where you could just like walk around and cut each other's hair?
No, we were sitting next to each other. So it was like we're doing crafts, and then she's like, we're playing hairdresser. And then it happened.
And you asked for the haircut?
I don't remember. I don't know. I probably, I don't know, maybe. I don't remember.
Were your desks set up together, or did she have to reach across the aisle to cut your ear?
No, it was set up together. We were at the front of the classroom, so she was like sitting right next to me.
Did you do art in your regular classroom, or was art like in a separate classroom?
It was in the regular classroom. The art teacher would visit.
One of those situations.
Remember anything about the scissors besides that they were adult?
I want to say they were just, I really don't know that. I know they were adult scissors. I want to say they're the classic ones with like the orange handle, but I really don't know because I was so focused on my Rugrats sweatshirt being and the blood rushing out of my face.
Oh, did you have to throw out the Rugrats sweatshirt?
I wish I still had it. It'd be cost money now. 90s vintage.
With blood on it? Oh, yeah.
Some creep would buy it.
Genuine 90s blood.
Real authentic.
Full of coppers went out.
Did your blood sacrifice end up with Veronica being your friend?
I ended up still being her friend, but she never apologized.
Oh, so you were upset about it?
Well, I was upset about it, but I lied enough that I confused the nurses enough because you asked me what happened after. I just had to sit in the nurse's office until they figured out that it wasn't a scab.
Oh, so they kind of did figure out somebody cut your ear.
Yeah, they eventually did because I was bleeding from my face.
Uh-huh. But they didn't. But they never found out who.
They found out who they found out who. I just never told them myself.
So you can tell us Veronica's last name then, because she's already been at.
No, yeah, but I don't want to bring her into this. She could be watching and she'd be like, "That beach."
This is turning into an episode of CSI Warren, but we are going to need to wrap up the questioning.
Paul?
I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I'm leaning towards a lie because it feels like she didn't actually cover up. I don't know. Did she cover up? Did she not cover up? Because they found out. I don't know. I'm leaning towards a lie. It sounds convoluted. It's a convoluted story.
Yeah, at first I was leaning towards truth because as someone who went through school as a girl who just wanted friends, that tracks, but also a lot of the details made me think otherwise. Also, I don't know how much blood a cut on your cartilage produces, just from even if it's sliced. I don't know.
But the Rugrats sweatshirt, that makes that's real. That's real.
The Rugrats were real.
They were big.
Yeah.
Was it a particular character on the Rugrats sweatshirt?
No, it was the entire cast.
Oh wow! Just lined up in a nice little photo. Covered in blood.
Angelica, just blood
blood coming out of her eyes.
The blood.
It was the cart. Obviously, they were cartoons. They were all on the shirt. It was gray too.
Hey, Chucky, Kimmy, all them.
Not Kimmy. I don't think she was big then.
All right, everybody. We need an answer.
I would say true if you want to say true, Bagley.
I'm saying lie.
We're here to have fun, right?
I'm saying lie.
I gotta lie just because of the adult scissors in a second grader's hand just seemed like, I don't know, even a junkie school.
I don't want to add any pressure, but this is for shutout versus no shutout. So
the stakes
couldn't be they're pretty right, Paul. Very low.
Loser versus complete losers.
Yeah, from 100% wrong to only mostly wrong. I think I'm going with lie.
Is that your final answer? Yeah. Sam?
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Oh!
finish the story. Let me finish the story. So I get down to the I get down to the office, and they put me in the corner, and they're like, "You're bleeding a lot," and I'm like, "Yeah." And so they're like, "Wait, you have a cut on your ear," and they sent me in. They had to carry me to the ambulance, and the lunch lady accompanied me in the ambulance and held my ear like this, like she had it, and I had to get stitches. And she never formally apologized to me, and I still kind of think about it till this day. But I do have like a little scar if you like want to see it next time we're together.
Show me your ear scar.
Veronica, if you're watching, you have amends to make.
Yeah, Veronica.
The thing that I see, Bagley, I need to ask you this. If my parents were smart, they could have sued, right? Could they have sued the school?
Maybe.
If her parents were smart, don't forget that part.
Oh yeah, wait.
So be careful with your
I'm
answer.
backing out of this one. Thanks, Jerrod.
Got your back, buddy.
I'm sweating still from Bagley.
I thought I got you with the Kimmy because you were like, she wasn't as popular then, and me with my vast knowledge of Rugrats lore. It's like, Kimmy didn't show up till Rugrats in Paris, and that wasn't until like 2000.
Yeah, see? Kimmy wasn't there. It was the original. It was just the originals. The OGs.
I've never been so consistently fooled in my life.
It's a crazy story. Yeah, it's really bad for the school. So
I just liked it because it kind of, if you had told all of it, Sam, there's no way that anybody would have believed it, and yet it's true. The ambulance part just makes it even less believable. Yet
people
there it is.
remember it. People remember it because they were watching out the window, like, "Oh yeah, no, it was bad." And they
You're like a combat medic holding your ear together in the ambulance.
You're gonna be okay.
They didn't put the sirens on, and they called my mom and made it sound like my ear got chopped off Van Gogh style. So when she met me at the ambulance, she was like, "Oh, it's a little Pac-Man slice."
Did people call you ear after that?
No, they didn't call me ear like Bagley was called crack.
The best worst part of all that is when Bagley, the person who was called crack for being poisoned, was like, "I don't know, adult scissors in a classroom. Nothing seems likely."
Driving to school in a carbon monoxide mobile.
That had never happened.
Well, on that note, we've reached the end of our time. The final score tonight was Friendship and Fun 2 and Not Straight Facts 0. So I want to thank our panelists tonight for playing along and sharing these fun stories with everybody tonight. And we will be doing this again. So follow us on all the social medias, Improv Pig. You know how to do it. You're on it now. So you should be able to figure it out. And if you can, please donate. The donation is down at the bottom. But if you cannot, please share what's happening with Pig. We want to get the word out and all that good stuff. There's no pressure to donate. But we are putting pressure on you to share our social media. So I want to say thank you to everybody and have a great week.
Thanks, everybody. This was fun.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.
Thank you, everybody.
Da, 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 da.